Planty People, welcome back to my channel, Steady as She Grows. I'm Lorinda, and I'm back from Tennessee, and I am so glad to be back. It was cold. I have never experienced cold like that in my life. You Californians think you know cold, but you have no idea. I went there with my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, and their two kids moved to Clarksville, Tennessee. So I went along for the road trip, helped transport two of their little kids. And while we were there, we got hit with a major ice storm and like freezing temperatures. We got snow. It was cool, but it was cold. We did get to see a few cool things along the way, but I'm glad to be back in sunny California. I guess we don't know how spoiled we are here in California. I know it's very expensive to live, and that's part of the reason we want to move, but you know, I love to grow, and I do that year-round here. There, you only can grow like 7-8 months out of the year. So a lot to think about when you want to move. You know, like my sister-in-law, when we got there, she said, oh, I need to find a new strawberry lady to get strawberries because her kids eat so much strawberries. And I said, you ain't gonna find a strawberry lady here. That's like California farmers market thing. Like here, you can't get that stuff this time of year. And she's like, what? So, you know, a lot to think about. And then we went to a Lowe's because I wanted to see what kind of flowers they have this time of year. And their garden center had nothing on the shelves, nothing. And at first I was like, why are they hoarding plants? But then I realized, oh, they can't grow anything outside this time of year because it would just freeze out here. So actually, here's a little clip of that right here. So I'm at a Lowe's in Clarksville, Tennessee. And I have never in my life seen the garden center with no flowers. Because obviously they can't grow because it's so damn cold here. So interesting. One more thing to think about when you decide to move out of state. No pretty flowers to look at all year round. Wasn't that crazy? I was like, whoa. But sorry, it's really windy today, so if you hear it muffled, my son lost my microphone for my phone, so I need to get a new one, I guess. I should make him buy it. But I'm excited to show you what's going on in the garden the 2.5 weeks I've been gone. I came home to a bunch of presents. My garden loves me. So I want to show you what's been happening in the garden since I've been gone. And I'm excited to do so. Hang on. Okay, first thing, look. My baby bok choy bolted while I was gone. I came home to these beautiful yellow flowers, but look. Look at all the bees. They just love the flowers. So you know what? I'm happy that it bolted. And see all of these little pod things off the side shoots of the flowers? Those are seed pods. I'm gonna get all kinds of bok choy seed from this plant. So at least I'm super excited about that. I get all these free seeds. How cool is that? And this bok choy was pretty dang delicious, so I ain't complaining. Bolt all you want. And I came home to some big beautiful tomatoes, but the next day this is what happened. Look, the birds have been getting to the tomatoes. So I just ordered some new bags to cover the tomatoes, and hopefully those are going to be coming from Amazon today. But look at how pretty. And some of these babies are pretty big, and we're in February. I have one in this little bag right here. Whoop. Sorry, bee. And also look at my beets. I need to harvest some of these beets today. I already harvested one for a friend that wanted to try them. So hopefully it tastes good for her. What else we got going on in the garden? My lettuce has it looks like it's bolted, but there may be a few edible leaves still. I wanna taste it. It's been pretty cold, and usually when things bolt, they get a little bitter, but because it's been kind of cold here at night, sometimes the leaves get a little sweeter. So I'm interested to see what it tastes like. but it needs a good washing first. Some parsley. Looks like it's bolting since it's been kind of warm here. But most of it still looks really good. Some cilantro. It started to bolt a little bit, but I cut it back and we had it in taquitos. And I'm hoping it comes back. Some strawberries that are pretty dried out. They really need a good soaking. I'm gonna need to baby these a little bit to bring them back. Got some more beets down there. My roses are just going wild in the wind. I really need to train them a little better. It's a climbing rose and it ran out of space to climb, so I need to trim it up and figure out what to do with it. What else we got here? This is where my butternut squash was, and it was too cold for it, but I think I'm gonna give it a good little prune and see if I can bring it back. It looks like it has some new growth down there, so I might be able to get it to flower. I'm gonna try it, but in the meantime I'm gonna pop in a few more seeds there anyways. And my chives are looking really good. I trimmed them way back because it had aphids, and then I sprayed it and it's coming back really good. Strawberries, a strawberry planter with no berries on it yet, but there are a few flowers. My Egyptian walking onions. I have a tomatillo plant right here that looks so healthy, and some basil, little basil plants. It looks like they have bolted, but I might cut them back and they might get a second wind. But look at my kohlrabi. Look at that. That's ready to be harvested. Isn't that cool? Look at how big these are. Ugh. Those are ready to come out today. Super cool. It got really big since I've been gone. Super excited about that. Got some onions. Oh, look, you can see my shadow. Oh, look at that big old lizard on the wall. Here, lizard, lizard, lizard. Eat all the bugs. Eat all the bugs. Dude, that is a big lizard. I love how they do their little push-ups. That's actually an alligator lizard. Super cool. All right, but here is, look, presents. I got spinach. This is the Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. So, remember I had covered some of them up because they were getting eaten by the birds. Like this one, I did not cover up, and look at it, still puny because it keeps getting eaten by the birds. But the ones I did cover up are looking great. It needs a lot of water, and I think I'm gonna move it into the shade because it's just in a grow bag, so I can do that. But yeah, really cool. I tell you, if you see these things in the the thrift stores, pick some up because you can always use them in the garden. Really cool. So I think I'm gonna cover those ones up that have been eaten and take these ones off. Yay! And these are everything needs a good watering. It's been kind of dry here in SoCal. These are some candy cane pepper plants that I've overwintered, but the soil looks really dry. Yeah, it's really dry. It needs a good watering. Now, some of you guys have been wondering what these things are with the green lids. It's called a grow Oya. Grow Oya. And basically what it is, it's like a vase that you bury in the dirt and you fill with water, and then the water slowly seeps out of the terracotta because terracotta is porous, and it slowly releases water into the soil so your plants stay hydrated if you can get to watering it, you know, on a regular basis. Like me, like I'm always forgetting to water stuff. But it really helps here in SoCal because we are so dry. So in between waterings, it gives them a little extra moisture so they don't dry out. So I have a few of those in the garden. They're really cool. You can pick them up on Amazon. I luckily found these on clearance at Sam's Club like 3 years ago, and I picked up a lot of them. So I have quite a few. Some onions. Now my carrots, remember my carrots were here? Something came through and ate them all, or they just fizzled away in the heat. I don't know. But it also looks like something has been digging here. Now, my dog Daisy, I caught her digging in another spot in the garden. So I have a feeling she's starting to dig. And she's never really dug in my garden. So I'm a little upset about that, but hey, what are you gonna do? Some onions that are still pretty puny, but everything needs good watering. But look at the African daisies, and the nasturtiums are just going crazy. Look, they're so big. Isn't that super cool? And some onions here. Really cool. So here are my hollyhocks. They really put on some growth since I've been gone. They're kind of shading out some of the garlic that I have growing right here. But look, see this empty spot right here where this trellis is? So I planted the California early garlic right there, and none of them came up. So I'm a little disappointed with that. But I think what I'm gonna do is just leave this trellis here and pop in some bean seeds and have the beans grow in that spot since the garlic never came up there. And here, I'm gonna plant some potatoes in this big old grow bag right here. So that'll be coming in a day or two. But look, I have cabbage. Look, it's starting to form little heads. How cool is that? But some of these are really infested with aphids. So I sprayed a lot of them out with the water hose, but I need to come through. And I think the ones that have aphids in them really bad are not gonna head up, because these two are planted at the same time. And this one doesn't have aphids and this one does. Weird, I know. And this one has like no head on it and that one does. So I'm gonna spray it once, see if it helps at all. But if not, I'm just gonna rip it out because I don't think it's gonna form a head. And my purple lady bok choy is all gonna get harvested. Hopefully in the next day it's ready, because it's already starting to bolt. Some of them have bolted and there's leeks planted in between, but look at how big they got in just 2.5 weeks. And the kale and the mizuna, look how big that got in 2.5 weeks. Crazy. And some more flowers. Look at the celery. Now the celery needs a lot of water. I really need to water it well because it's putting on a lot of growth, and celery needs tons of water, and this is already feeling a little dry. Some more cabbage here, putting on heads. Really cool. The eggplant is it has a lot of spots. I think Cali had a really few cold nights where it was near 35, and I think it got a little frost burn on it, because that's what some of these spots are, is from the cold. So I think I'm gonna cut it back, and hopefully that'll stimulate it to grow healthier. But got another cabbage right there. Apple tree's losing leaves, but hopefully it'll put on a little more growth this spring. I need to give the lilac a good trim back too. That's what I plan on doing this weekend, is giving everything a good trim back, getting ready for spring. Some broccoli. This is all broccoli right here that put on a lot of growth near the little cabbages that are right there. I bought a new juicer to juice all these lemons. It's a Breville really good citrus juicer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna juice all those lemons and put them in like ice cube trays to have my husband add it to his water, because okay, so when I came back from Tennessee, the day I came back, it just happened to be Valentine's Day, and I did not get the present that I wanted. I got my husband, who was sick, and I had to take him to the ER. He was having a lot of side pain, so I took him, and apparently he has a giant kidney stone, and he's gonna need to have surgery. So his surgery is scheduled for March 5th. So I felt so bad. He was in a lot of pain. And apparently he's had a lot of pain the whole time I was gone on my trip, but he didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to worry me. But so I felt really bad. But a way to combat kidney stones is citrus, primarily lemon and lime. It's very acidic, but it alkalizes in the body, and that helps break up and prevent kidney stones, if you didn't know that. So I told him he needs to start adding lemon to his water. So since I have so many lemons, I'm gonna juice them all, put them in ice cube trays, and hopefully, you know, he could just add them to his water every day, and that would help in the future. So That's what I had to do on Valentine's Day. I hope you had a good one. Back to the tour. Okay, so right here we got some more beets that really should be thinned out. I might thin some of these out. They're too close together. I planted them too close together on purpose, but now they're getting, you know, they need to be thinned so they can bulb up better. See, there's another grow Oya in there. And look, I got some flowers on my snap peas. So hopefully I get some peas coming out soon. Ooh, it's really windy today. Oh look, there's a little baby eggplant. Some more beets. Let's see. Ooh, let's see if we can harvest one of these beets here. Ooh, this is a big one. Ooh, look at how pretty that beet is. Gorgeous. Drop the beet, yo. Yay. I'm gonna leave it right there and I'll come back for you. I won't forget. And we got some more leeks right here that are putting on some growth. I don't know if you remember here, I had a shed that my husband and we took down yesterday because it was just falling apart and it leaked water and it didn't have no doors on it. It was broken. And it was just a place for the mice to live. So we got rid of that. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this little space over here, but because the shed is gone, I get so much more sunlight over here. That thing's going to go. It's a leftover piece of countertop from my kitchen remodel. I don't know what to do with it. I had a table made out of it, but yeah, right now it's just leaning there. But this gets so much more sun since it's not there. It's really cool. Ooh, it's windy today. But anyways, I just moved all my compost bins over here. And I just have a little shelfie thing right here. And this is my husband's dungeon. his man cave. He has foil on the windows because he collects Legos. And the sunlight coming through here in the morning apparently fades his Legos. So he covers it with foil. Maybe we'll do a tour of his little back house in the future. His man cave. But this is my compost right there. Every home gardener needs a compost. This is ready compost that I use when I plant new things. And this one's ready too. That one's ready to go too. So I can start adding this to my gardens, which it's that time. But my berry bushes are not really doing anything right now. This volunteer tomato plant has a little tomato right there. So cute. And this is in the same pot as my blueberry bush, but the blueberries aren't doing anything right now. I think I need to repot it, add some more soil and some more blueberry acid fertilizer. Same with this one. There's a lot of flowers on it, so that's really cool. So I'm hoping I get some berries soon. What else? Zucchini plant. So this zucchini plant is putting on a lot of female flowers, but there are no male flowers. Now I'm hoping that these that are here got pollinated while I was gone, because I would love some fresh zucchini right now. And this is the Italian striped zucchini from San Diego Seed Company. But I planted this thing to see if it would grow through the winter, and it did, but it didn't do too well. And I was gonna rip it out before I left and didn't have time. But now that, you know, it's warming up here, I'm hoping it would stimulate it to produce some good edible fruit. So we'll see. There's quite a few female flowers coming about. But like I said, if there's no male flowers to pollinate it, they're just gonna fall off, turn yellow and fall off. And here I moved that compost bin to over there. So here I'm gonna plant something that'll vine up here, probably either a tomato plant or maybe some green beans. It gets sun half the day, and then the other half is in the shade. So I think that's about it. We're gonna prune up this pomegranate tree hopefully today or tomorrow, because it's best to prune them when there's no leaves on it and it's just starting to leaf out again. So we need to prune it ASAP. So here Here's this tomato plant. Remember the one with like 4 tomato plants in the tomatillo? Look, I got baby tomatoes. They're so cute. So I'm excited about that. Tomatillos aren't really doing too much. I think I need to move it, like I said, next to the other tomatillo because it needs something to help pollinate it. But yeah, I got baby tomatoes on that, the tomato plant, so that's pretty cool. And these onions, look, they put on flower stalks. Those are scapes. Oops, sorry, bee. Don't bite me. But yeah, I see a couple of flower stalks right there. So, and these are just the green onions from the store, from Aldi, that I just planted the leftover cuttings. And bees love the onion flowers, so I'm just gonna let those bloom. But these cucumber seedlings down here are not doing too good. So I think I'm gonna have to pop a few more seeds in there. I think it got too hot in this little glass thing right there while I was gone, and they didn't breathe very well. So it's okay, we can start over. Well, that's it, Planty People. That's what my garden's done in the 2.5 weeks since I've been gone. I was really excited. I came home to some beautiful tomatoes that were delicious. And I am just so thankful to be home in warm, sunny Southern California. I swear we're so spoiled here. But anyways, thank you for watching. Spring is around the corner. I hope all of you guys back east in Texas, anybody that's enduring this horrible cold, that you guys stay safe and you're healthy. And as soon as spring comes, you need to get out and grow something, because there's nothing more important than at least trying to grow your own food, because you never know when you will absolutely need to grow your own food. So take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye.